Data from Butareja also shows that rezoning high-risk areas for no settlement is important significantly. Then settle with host families in a low-risk area also was very important. Then early warning systems, obviously for Butareja, that was critical, and I'll show you some qualitative data in a while. And then early warning systems for using text messages. This, after deliberation, they got more informed, and they thought that was not a very good idea. And I think the qualitative data shows us that they were concerned about not having power to charge their phones, or not having phones at all. So if you use that technology, it won't help. So I just mentioned the top, the top 5 priorities in Bududa. Basically, encouraging girls to go back to school as well as boys was really, really very important, as was top on the agenda after deliberation. Then build roads to allow access to the markets, say for rice or other produce. And then clean water, Prof had alluded to this, as well as health center tools, and shall have a discussion on this, as well as, and also the one-class school system, and that will be elaborated in the discussion. Some of the flavor from qualitative data. So what were the main barriers on this first thematic area of resettlement? This is a voice from obviously one of the people, but we picked those that we thought were very popular, looking through the data. So the question was, who owns the land where we are resettled and where we were before? So if you leave Bududa and you move maybe to Jandongo, who owns that land? Is there a policy on that? And where we have been resettled, is it our land now? Should we be very comfortable? Or so that was something that was mainly a concern, and a little bit of mistrust existed, and you will see the recommendation. So what guarantee do we have that someone will not settle where we have been displaced from? Is this a trick to get land from us? So if resettled, what are the compensation terms for the losses, and how much will I receive as compensation? And in the lower court, you see, they sort of say, maybe having property worth of millions of money, but you might just get maybe 0.5. So there's that sort of skepticism that keeps riding through. And a few suggestions, from the community. Somebody said, I see that if government is going to help us to use the early warning system, that machine should have a bell which sounds so that we know that disaster is about to happen, but not just text messages, because that may not, it's not representative. People don't have phones, or they don't have power to charge the phones. Another that we thought was good to look at is, if we support local disaster management committees, they will be so responsible that in case any disaster happens, they are with us, they are near us, so they can actually quickly rescue us. And I remember Fishkin's comparison, which was interesting. Okay, so just a quick conclusion. I think, as you can see, there are a few misgivings on resettlement, and mainly information. If there is information given and sensitization, some of these things can be avoided. So I thank you very much, and I request the next presenter to take over. Thank you.